distinguished guests, dear students, their parents, their colleagues. I'm both sad and happy to speak now to you from a dorm room of Pudong, Shanghai. Like many of you, I'm a bit sad for not being able to speak to you from our campus or in a fancy place like Oriental Art Center, where we can meet in person. But on the whole, I'm very happy now. I'm happy because, at any rate, your hard work in the last 4 years has made it possible for us to gather here from across the world for this important event. I'm happy also because the unexpected Omicron spike early this year in Shanghai allowed me to spend several weeks together with our residential students, thus giving me a rare opportunity to better understand their essential needs. Here I use the word essential deliberately in line with phrases like essential workers, essential services, or essential industries, phrases familiar to us since the outbreak of the pandemic 2.5 years ago. As American philosopher Michael Sandel said in a recent book, the pandemic of 2020 prompted many to reflect, at least fleetingly, on the importance of the work performed by grocery store clerks, delivery workers, home care providers, and other essential but modestly paid workers. Among these many, as I came to realize later, are some of our own students. In the last 6 weeks as their neighbor, I was literally moved to tears at one moment when I was shown days ago by a foreman worker a WeChat dialogue between him and a student. In this dialogue, the student pleaded to give him and his classmates a chance to do the meal delivering job for one day, rather than just sitting at their rooms for meals to be delivered by female service workers or IE. For you and IEs who have chosen to stay with us during this difficult period to help us, he said, we haven't been able to do anything to show our gratitude. But today is Mother's Day, and we really want to do something today so IEs can have a moment for relax. I'm proud of the fact that our students of NYU Shanghai, have learned, as Sandel said, following the passage you quoted above, to tell the difference between the money we make and the value of our contribution to the common good. Compare with other achievements you have made in the last 4 years, my dear students. The fact that you take what I can do for others rather than what I can get from others to be an essential question in your life obviously gives me much greater pleasure for being your Chancellor. How to contribute more to the common good, in my view, is not only an essential question in our individual lives, but also an essential question for a school like NYU Shanghai. Since its establishment 10 years ago, NYU Shanghai has worked very hard to prepare its students for their future social roles, not only as a national citizen, but also as a patriotic world citizen. In order for you to be better prepared for the task of contributing more to the common good of the whole world, my dear students, NYU Shanghai community members, I mean the rest of the community members and your parents together have done so many things in the last 4 years that you perhaps cannot be too grateful to them for their love and their care. But you also have so many reasons to be proud of yourselves, of course. For during your undergraduate period, especially in its second half, you had to overcome so many unusual difficulties in our natural and social surroundings. It is my sincere hope that from now on, not only the e-learning skills that you have got, but also the moral and personal virtues that you have shown, that you have cultivated in these challenging semesters, will be your most cherished assets along your personal journey in the future. As part of what you have learned as an NYU Shanghai student until now, these skills and virtues will hopefully give you special helps as members of NYU Shanghai alumni. To say that we can learn a lot more from our experiences in the times of pandemic, of course, is not to say that we should celebrate our bad lucks. If we were to choose from multiple ways of cultivating virtues like resilience and solidarity, for example, none of us, I'm afraid, would prefer disasters and tragedies to those events and activities that help increase rather than reduce human wellness and human dignity. Many of us, I believe, would like to take Miss Yang Yang as their role model, trying to learn a lot more from enduring unusual physical and mental challenges in athletic trainings and sport competitions. I would like to conclude my speech with the following sincere wishes then. May the achievements you will make in the future be clear evidences of the essential values taught and practiced in NYU Shanghai. And may your life in the future be empowered and enriched by those virtues that are cultivated through your efforts to meet those challenges that increase rather than reduce human wellness and human dignity. Thank you very much.